guys, oh my gosh, I have been having the worst time. And guess who's not in the picture? Spinning. I have had the worst time getting this thing connected to my Book Friends Facebook group. So literally, I am going to have to go live on my phone because I know it's not live in the group. It says I added it. But if you guys want to hold, I think I'm live on the page. I did this last year too. That's okay because I'm not going to worry with it. We are going to roll with it as usual. For some reason, so let's just get on there. So I'm going live in our book group called My Book Friends. So let me get on face. Oh, I don't even have Facebook on my phone. Now we got to download Facebook. Anyways, if y'all are here, I see comments rolling in. Oh my gosh. So let me download Facebook on my phone. I don't like have social media on my phone. Isn't that crazy? I know, look at my shirt. It says, bless your heart. Bless my heart. I'm needing it. I will get to your comments in just a second. So, oh my gosh, you guys, what a nightmare. Going live. I did this the other day and I'm like, all right. So let's get on. Oh my gosh, now I have to have a code. Reset. I don't even have lipstick on. What is wrong with me? Where do I get a code? If you can. Oh, okay. So now I've got to go on Facebook to get a code. What? Okay, hold on. Continue. This was me. Continue. Oh, dear me. Dear me. Oh, my, oh, my, oh, me. Resend code. We have resent with a code for logging in. So now they've text messaged me. Allow. Oh, okay. I got in. So you guys, as much as I'm on social media, you think I would be a little smarter than this. So let's go to My Book Friends group because I know I'm live on the page. I can see that. I'm just not live here. All right. So we're going to go live. Maybe. Oh, yep. And then I'm going to hook it up on our laptop. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare. So you guys, I had to go live. Look at me. I'm a hot mess express. I had to go live. I tried going live. I'm live on the group. I think I'm now live on the page and the group. So let's see. I had to have backup. Yes, I am. Oh my gosh, look how tired I look. I don't have on lipstick. My mama, I hope, is not watching this. Hold on. Because I got to put on lipstick, people. So funny. Funny, funny, funny. So anyways, I'm sorry, mama. For all of y'all that have followed me for years know that my mama likes to wear lipstick. And for all that have been following me for years knows it's just who I am. So anyways, welcome to Tuesday Night Chat. We do these on my regular author page every Tuesday. And let me go ahead and click out of this thing. Oh, I was covering up the StreamYard stream. Okay, so anyways, let's see. I see some people. Okay, we're gonna move the Facebook group over here, which is My Facebook Friends, or My Book Friends on here because I'm on the page too. Now this is the group. This is the page. This is also YouTube and my author page. So anyways, I see some comments here. If you can comment on both, I will do that. Hello, Jane Dietz. How are you? Rowena probably will not join us because she is on the mat that you sent. You totally are a game changer for her. Hello, Julie. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Hey, Jeannie. Hello, Angie or Aggie. I was reading that wrong. Oh, hello. Beach Bum Bookworm is joining us on YouTube, and so is Cajun Peach. Hello, Tiffany, which is the Beach Bum Bookworm, and how ya doing? Hi, Kim. How are you down there? Hey, Andrew. It's good seeing you here too. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Rosemarie. How are you? Glad I caught you. I'm glad you caught me too. Hello, Allison. It's good to see you as well. I don't see any comments over here on my book friends, which is okay. But if you're there and you want me to know that you're there, that's great. But if you guys want to hop over to my book friends, you can. Hello, Penny. How are you? Hello, Sherry. Hey, Aggie, I am new here. I'm so excited to catch this up. Oh my gosh, well, what a great time for you to be here, because actually I go live in our group every Tuesday. We postponed that during January because, my dad was a little sick, so I was going back and forth traveling with him to the Cleveland Clinic, and also traveling to their home, which is 6 hours from the Cleveland Clinic, to take him to the doctor. So we were kind of on and off, but I'm also live tonight on my group called My Book Friends, which has 14,000 of our book friends on that page, with other authors that are mainly romance, but some mystery. They started to get some mystery people. But I'm on there tonight because I was the book club pick for January. So I was supposed to go live a couple nights ago, and I could not get it to work. And so just like tonight, still couldn't get it to work. So what I did was I have got a couple of different screens, and I can't stand it being so close up. But anyways, I'm so glad you're here. So I'm looking at two different screens, kind of going back and forth. Because tonight, not only am I going to be giving away the book club book in print, but I'm also going to give away a big old fat one that's 3 of the books that are in the series, which includes the book club of the month, which if you can see behind me is the poster that is hanging up, and it's been hanging up there all month long to celebrate. Although the book was released a year ago, the reason why we're celebrating is because it was in First. It's in the February issue of First Magazine as their books that they are excited about, which is down there at the bottom, if you guys can see it, which I'm so excited for. And it was also picked for Woman's World, that's not out yet, but they did send me the actual copy, which is here. But that will be out in a couple of weeks. So you guys heard it here first. It is a Women's World. I'm not really supposed to be showing that probably. She said, oh, don't post it to social media, but you can tell people you're in it. So I can't tell you who else is in it, but it is their book club pick as well. So that's exciting, 2 separate magazines. So when I found out in November that it was going to be their picks, then I said, oh, I'll take my book club January so we can talk about it. We can talk about that book and get excited for that because it's also a February book club pick for those things. So I thought, oh, we'll just keep the momentum going. If you would much rather do audiobook, it is on sale right now through audiobook. Also at My Book Friends, I am the bookworm box of the month, which in my box, I have some Kentucky bourbon chocolates. Yum, 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 yum. And I also put in there a wine tumbler, which also can be for coffee, which I'm a huge coffee drinker. We have a fun infinity scarf that I love. Also, we have a nice throw for the rest of the winter, as well as a print copy of Fixin' to Die, which if you are a Kindle Prime member, you can get this now as a Prime deal for the rest of the month. And also, this is Cake and Punishment by one of my pen names, Mamie Bell. This is an actual book club pick for Harlequin. So if you guys are in their book club, this is their book club pick as well. So I thought I would throw one in there as well. So if you are interested, our friends at on this camera is in my book club. If my book friends, you can scroll up to the top in the pinned and you will see the newsletter, because you have to be a newsletter subscriber. And for all of my friends on YouTube and following us on the My Book Friends page and YouTube page, as well as my author page, I just put a link to My Book Friends newsletter back there. So anyways, Aggie, I'm glad you're here. And also, if you're new, you don't even know who Spinny is. But I'm sure if we have our friends in the comments on our page, they will tell you who Spinny is. So get ready for some fun. Hey, Deb Forbes, you are in My Book Friends. It is so good to see you. I've known Deb for a super, super long time. She's been a great reader turned friend here on social media. And I'm sure that she can tell the people watching in My Book Friends all about Spinny. So if you want to tell them over there, Deb, I would be forever grateful. Hello, Candy Dalton. Hey, Carrie, it's so good to see you. Stephanie said hello to Aggie. Jeannie said no lipstick is okay. At least you don't have a top knot. Oh, it wasn't a top knot. Just that's why my hair is kind of. It was. I'm like, Eddie, I'm gonna do a live, and he's like, what? So yeah, it was at the top knot. So Stephanie said that she had the same thoughts about my mama, because we all know Mama likes that lipstick. Let's see. Cajun Peach said that she is reading All She Wrote right now. Let's see. Teresa says, hello. Have a great day. You too, Teresa. I'm so glad you're here. Everybody's saying welcome to Aggie. Hello, Rosemarie. Stephanie's she's in both groups, so she doesn't know if she's coming or going. Well, Stephanie, honey, that's the way I feel most days. Hi, Penny. Hello, Paula. And Jane says that Jenna loves her mat. So you guys have been following along. I was actually just going to pick up my phone and show you, but I can't because we're now live in My Book Friends on my phone. But in Tanya Kappas Books World, we have been having a time with our cat, Rowena. And so anybody who has been following me knows that Rowena loves our little stove. And so our little wood stove. And she has decided, so I wanted to get her a bed because she's been sleeping next to the wood box on the floor, and I felt sorry for her. So I got her this big fancy bed. It was Tempur-Pedic, and she wouldn't even get near it. She was giving me the side eye whenever I put it down. And then I moved the wood box and put the bed in place of the wood box. Then she went to the wood box again. And so it was this big, huge thing. I had over 300 emails from one of my newsletter telling me ways to get her to put the box in the bed, put the bed here, do this to the bed, put something that smelled like me and Eddie in the bed. Nothing happened. Lo and behold, my friend Jane Dietz here, she sent me a beautiful box of precious items that I love so much, full of cat things. And I don't even think she knew that she was going to be the savior, but she sent me in the box some treats for Rowena from her cat, Jenna. And one of them happened to be a mat. And so Rowena, I put the mat down, just put it down during the other night while we were watching the Bengals. I had a little Super Bowl, or not Super Bowl. They didn't make it to the Super Bowl. That was last year. I had a little playoff party the other day, and lo and behold, guess who laid on the mat and hasn't moved? Rowena. Thank you, Jane. You saved us. Hey, Angie. Jeannie asked how my dad is doing, and thank you, Jeannie, for asking. Again, if you're at My Book Friends, you probably don't know me that well, but my readers do. My father a year ago had COVID and suffered a heart attack and a stroke 2 days later when entering the hospital. And we have been on a journey for the past 12 months. So earlier when I was talking about I come on every Tuesday. Again, I was working, I've been taking him different places with the family and getting him settled, but he is doing much better. Thank you for asking. All of this time, he went from driving and being independent to not being able to do much due to the fact that we thought it was residuals from the stroke and the heart attack, but it ended up being his thyroid. So after all of that, I got into the Cleveland Clinic and we got up there and we realized that it was his thyroid. So he is doing much better. Andrew said, my wife works at the Cleveland Clinic. Oh, yay. We love it. So we were going to go up this Friday, but we don't have to now. So I love that. I'll have to look up your wife. We love the Cleveland Clinic. I hope he's doing better. I found your books and I'm obsessed. Oh, Aggie, that is so nice. Thank you so much. I'm obsessed with you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Jeannie sends all the love. Nice. Congratulations. Oh, thank you guys. I really love that. Here is the link to go enter. Look at that. Enter to win Tanya's bookworm box. You know what I mean. Oh, and there it is again in my book friends. Jeannie said I was paying too much attention to that. I forgot to put the filter in the holder of the Keurig. It started to cough. Oh no. Yes. So I just sucked down a coffee. I tell you what. Hello, Sarah. Welcome from YouTube. Jeannie said just a tiny bit. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. So nice of you. So let's see all of my friends over at my book friends. Oh, no, Jeannie, last week I filled the coffee pot and turned it on, but forgot to put the water in the coffee machine. Well, you know what we've done is we have a Keurig coffee craft. And if you don't empty it when you go to hit the thing for next week, for the next day to brew it. And so it's a steel craft, so it keeps it warm till you finish drinking it. And so Eddie, unfortunately, I drained the pot, my first pot, then I drained the second pot, and then he's got to make him his own pot. And so because I've already sucked it all down, and we have left some in the pot. And so the next day when we get up because the coffee brewed at 5:30 in the morning, and it was all over the counter where we forgot to dump the carafe. That was a hot mess. So Jeannie said, Stephanie better than started the curry realizing you didn't put coffee till you brewed it. Yeah, she said that she's done that too. Oh, it looks like we all have done it. Hey, Anita, how are you? That's amazing about your dad. So glad to hear he's doing better. Thank you, Cajun Peach. I'm drinking coffee now. Cheers. I love that. I started book 1 of the Ghostly Southern series in December, and it made my favorites list of the 2022. Oh, I love that. I love that series so much. So you're flooded the counter numerous times lately, said Carrie. That is so funny. But anyways, you guys know how this works. So go ahead while we're here. And I want you to spin to win. So how we do it is we have the spinning machine, and Spinny is our favorite friend, and Spinny has prizes on it. And what you do is you name a color in the comments, and I'm super involved with picking things. Really, I'm not. I just will scroll and pick a name. And so we will pick one from our StreamYard, and we'll pick one from our My Book Friends. So anybody, if you want to participate and get a chance to win a prize, just go ahead and name a color, and we will pick someone to win. There's a bunch of fun stuff on here. And there's like mugs, and there is the blind book date. There's Amazon gift cards. There are audio books. And let's see, a Capus gift card, which is anything from my shop. Look at my cute little thing. It says, bless your heart. I love this. This is from the Kentucky shop. And we have a little shop called Shop Locally Kentucky, and they always have some awesome fun things. Let's see our friends over here, My Book Friends. And Deb's enjoying her coffee. Hello, Roxanne. How are you? And Lisa McIntosh is here, and Roxanne is here. Oh, Kim Templeton has now moved over to My Book Friends. At least I'm glad we're there. I mean, at least I know that we're there. So, I've got people saying colors here, which I love so much. So, how we are going to do this is I'm just going to go and then I'm going to do My Book Friends first. So who do I land on? I'm landing on Kim Templeton. She picked red. So we are going to spin first for her, and then we'll do another one on the StreamYard. All right, Kim, let's go pick red. I also have known Kim for a very long time. I've seen her at several book signings. All right, Kim. Whoop. Oh, look, you won. You won a blind book date. So what does that mean? Let me get it. I'll show you. So it's better for me to show you than not to show you. And while you're at it, you can look at the prize for My Book Friends book box this month. And we are here celebrating Vistas, Vices, and Valentines. You guys, I don't know how many of you have read it, but if you have questions about it or questions about any books, put them in the comments and we will answer those over the course of the next few minutes. I'm going to go grab a book box, book friend, and a blind date and show you all what it is. Hold on. Enjoy looking at that. I'm back. All right. So this is a blind book date. So I don't know what's in it. Eddie packages them up. So that is what Kim has won. So that's what's on spinning. So if you're asking what this is a box that is, oh, you're welcome, Kim. I'm so glad you won. And so this is the bookworm box for My Book Friends. I also put a link in there. You know, I could, which I did not, but I should put a link of My Book Friends group in my StreamYard. So my friends on StreamYard can join, and my friends on YouTube. So we have a lot of friends. Every month they have a bookworm box. And this month I was it, which again, I'll show you is the Kentucky Chocolates. Yum Bourbon. And we have, again, the Mamie Bell book that is the Harlequin Book Club. That was picked up. It's a little mass market paperback because I know a lot of y'all that have read the series are like, what kind of, this cover looks completely different than the original book, but that's because it needed to be, Random House didn't make a small mass market paperback. And so they made a mass market paperback when Harlequin picked it up for their book club. Also, this is Fixin' to Die, the first book in my Kenny Lowry series. That's in the bookworm box. And it is also signed by me. And if you are a Prime member, it is currently on sale for $2.99 on Prime, Kindle Prime. And then we have a tumbler, which I would use for coffee. We also have a Snuggly scarf, and we have a Snuggly blanket. Plus, there'll be some other treats in there. So that's tonight. So if you are really wanting to win this, then you should jump over. If you are in My Book Friend and you don't know how you can enter, it is all through the newsletter. And so you can scroll up and you can look at the features and you'll see the picture of this, and there's a link. And for all my friends on StreamYard, that is on my Facebook page, as well as the My Book Friends actual page, not group, but page, and YouTube. I put a link so you can do that. But now we are going to do spinning again for, let's see, here we go. Let's see, who did we pick? Sarah on YouTube picked yellow. All right, Sarah, are you ready? Go, Sarah. Sarah picked yellow. She's on YouTube. Leslie Chapman said, sorry, she's late. I love your lives. You're never late. You're always on time. That's how I feel. And here we go. Let's see. Oh, look, you won. It's on yellow. Good job, Sarah. Let's see, Sarah. You won a $10 Amazon gift card. Woohoo! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sarah, that is awesome. And I'm going to ask you, because since you're on YouTube, if you could email me at, and I'll type it in the chat here, at author Tanya Kappes at gmail.com. You can email me there your email address. I'll get that over to you tonight because we'll just zip it through on Amazon. So I love that. So we have a couple of questions. Let's see. Lori Baldwin wants to know if there are any more mail carrier books coming out. Did you just ask me that on the Cozy Crew page? Because I did answer it a while ago. So currently there are not any more books planned right now in that series. And the reason, like, that gets me nervous. Like I say, I'm nervous thinking about it. Because it just did not sell as well. And unfortunately, it's a return on investment for me for that series. And I kind of wrapped up the whole series in the last book. And so that is why it is not got any books right now. I'm not saying never, because I said never about the Magical Cures mystery series. And if any of you have been following me, y'all know that there's another June Hill book coming out this year. I could not stay away. Love that witchy romance and paranormal cozy. So that is what, so if you've not read that series, the first book is free currently on all platforms. So you can get that there. So I've listened to the whole series, Wait for 29. That was the first one I listened to. You mean, that's what Aggie said. So I guess you're talking about the whole series for A Camper and Criminals? I don't know. But if you guys want to enter to win, we are here to talk. We're not really even talking about it, but Vistas, Vices, and Valentine's, we're going to celebrate it. Although it's a year old, we are celebrating it this month in My Book Friends, because like I said earlier, it was picked for the book club books they're loving right now first, as well as next month it will be. And I'm not really supposed to be showing it. I'm not supposed to, I can show me, but I'm not other people. The Women's World Book Club for next month. Let's see, I'm not very good. I'm not a good secret keeper. So there I am in that one. So that will be in that. And excuse me tonight, I'm a hot mess. I did jazzercise about 45 minutes before I got on here. So anyways, but also I'm giving away this big chunky monkey. This is 3 books in one, and all you have to do is comment, and we will pick a comment before we leave. So anyways, let's see, which Cajun Peach wants to know which came first, your cat Rowena or Rowena the cat in the mail carrier series. Actually, Rowena the cat. So while you're here, I got to grab something else to show you. I know, it's ridiculous. Sure, that took a hot minute for me to find. So, since Cajun Peach doesn't know, which most of y'all do, I had those, I had my 2 schnauzers, and they had passed away about 4 years ago. And my veterinarian had sent in a donation to this place called the League of Animal Welfare. And it is a no-kill shelter. And so I posted that on my Facebook page and said, oh my gosh, you guys, look at this in honor of Charlie and Scooter. So that's where Charlie and Scooter, the dog Pepper in the Killer Coffee series, were after my schnauzers. And so both my dogs had been on this medical journey. They were on 29 pills a month or a day or they had took 29 pills collectively, not just one dog. But so it was a lot of pills a day. One had, a missing, we had to amputate a leg. There's just a lot of things. And Scooter's eyeballs were removed because he had such bad glaucoma. So anyway, so all my readers went through this with me. This is just who I am. And so I posted, oh my gosh, you guys, look what my veterinarian did. They did a donation in the boy's name in this awesome, this awesome no-kill shelter. And so about, I don't know, a week later, I get a letter in the mail from them. And they're like, we don't know who you are, but we have all these donations flooding in for your dogs. And I mean, it was like somewhere like between like $5,000 and $7,000. I can't remember. I know it was not quite seven. But some of them were money donations. Some were donations for the animals. And so I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And they're like, no, we would love to meet you sometime. We'd love to talk to you. I'm like, okay. So, long story short, my son had come home from college for Father's Day, and I was sad, and he kept saying to my husband, Dad, what is wrong? What is wrong with her? I'm like, can't I be sad? I'm like, all four of my grown kids are out of the house. My two dogs died in the past, couple of months, and it's okay to be sad. It's okay to have feelings, to be sad. And so my husband's like, maybe we need to get you out of the house. Let's go check out the league. So also, I'm going to have to make a long story longer. That's what we're saying, to make a long story longer, because I can't make a long story short. So anyways, what happened was that I was having Father's Day for my dad, my husband, and my brother-in-law. So I was having everybody over for a big lunch at 1:00. So Eddie takes me to the league on Father's Day that day. And I'm like, oh, I'm Tanya Kappas. I just want to come in because I was kind of feeling down. So I want to see all the good my friends have done for the league and the donations, and, come introduce myself as you asked. And so they're like, oh, you don't want to see the dogs? I'm like, no, I can't see the dogs because then I want to take them all home. And at the league, they actually have each dog and each cat. There's like 2 to each room, have these big, huge rooms. And then they have a doggy door or a cat door at every point. And then they have their own screened in porch, like a catio, like Rowena has here. So anyways, Rowena was running the halls, and I'm like, what's up with that cat? And they're like, oh, she's the hall cat. She doesn't like other animals. So she just kind of roams the hallways where there's no other animals. So there was a cat there named Daniel Boone. Oh my God, Daniel Boone. Hello. I write about the Daniel Boone National Forest. So what happened was that I was like, oh my gosh, Eddie. He's like, oh my gosh, we don't do cats. I'm like, I know we don't do cats, but I just want to go look at Daniel Boone. And so he's like, are you joking me? So we went into Daniel Boone's room and we checked him out. And he was like, so cute and so sweet. And so she's like, oh, you can't take Daniel Boone home. He just got over a vaccination. So he's not for adoption today, but you can come back in a couple of days. We'll hold him, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, go get the paperwork. So she went to get the paperwork. And while she was getting the paperwork, this little orange cat named Rowena was outside looking in. And I went back out there, and she was like all rubbing up against me and Eddie. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I want that cat, the one that doesn't like people or like things or like other things. And so lo and behold, my other son called, and he's like, Mom, where are you? And my mom gets on the phone and she's like, Tanya, we are here, which they drove up, and there is not nary a brown bean on the stove, and there the nothing to eat. Everybody's here for Father's Day. And I said, oh my gosh, is Tracy there? Which is my sister. And she's like, yeah. And I said, tell her to run to Walmart and get me some cat litter and some cat food and some cat toys. I'm bringing home a cat. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm bringing home a cat. So the league let me borrow their cat carrier. And I brought home a cat. But Rowena has been very popular. She has been in magazines. She, this is the Cincinnati one. And here I am with my short hair with her, loving on her. And so they're like, oh, we're going to send a photographer out. And I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking it's going to be like this cell phone photographer, you know. Like it was a real photographer, big camera, followed us around for a couple of hours. And so that is how we got Rowena. So I had already planned to write the book Stamped Out, but I didn't plan on Rowena being on the covers. And actually she wasn't on the initial covers, but I knew she was going to be in there because I thought, oh, how funny would it be for a sleuth to have a cat instead of a dog in the mail carrier series. And so actually the book went printed with the original cover on it, which I have a copy of that too. And about a week into it, I said, you know what? I'm going to redo these covers. So I called my cover artist and she was like, yeah, let's do it. And that's how Rowena got on the cover of the mail carrier series. Hello, Kristen Carter. What's up, girl? I love seeing you in my book friends. You are right on time. Let's see. The Beach Bum Bookworm on YouTube wants to know, will there be any more Southern Cake Baker series? So that series is with Random House. Again, this is the small book that doesn't even look like the book on the series, but this is for Harlequin's Book Club. And currently there are not. Random House and I did not ink a second contract. So that is currently not going to happen. So, are there any other questions? Any other questions before I pull? Let's see. Tammy says that she loves Rowena, as I do too. These are some great prizes. I'm so glad you all are here tonight to celebrate my book friend. Again, I had to do it all like that. Our friend Regina said, will there be any more ghostly books? Regina, that's a great question. So that series was obviously another series that, well, I'm just going to show you. Y'all are going to have to wait again. So you keep asking all these great questions. Maybe I should have just done this in my office. Which we can. We can just move right on into the office because that's how we roll. Let's see. So we can look for, let's see. Okay. So, oh gosh, there goes my book friends. My book friends just fell to the ground, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay. So this is the original Stamped Out cover, which obviously does not look anything like the newer covers, but that was it. I loved those skulls, but yeah, that was it. So we kind of kept the same design. And then the books that our friend Regina on Facebook is asking about is hold on. I'm trying to get you here. There's my cuckoo clock over there for y'all that can see it. And then I got my office thing open. So she is asking about, is it on the other side of my bookshelves? It is on the other side of the bookshelf. So we're going to walk this way. She is asking about the Southern Ghostly Mystery Series, which is originally was this cover. See that? That was the original cover before HarperCollins came knocking and said, hey, would you like to do a book deal? This was years ago. Let's see. How long ago was that? Let me see what my copyright was. 2014, 2013. So they came knocking and said, hey, would you like to do a book deal? So then that cover became this cover. Totally different, right? Totally different covers. Kind of the same thing. And I happen to love the original cover better. And I think that I happen to love the original cover better just because I loved Emily so much. But to answer your question, I declined their fourth contract because there wasn't really anything that they could do for me that I couldn't do for myself. So I declined their fourth contract, and we decided, since I had inked the deal to where I own the characters, so I can still write in the series if I want to. But currently, my heart's just not there, so I'm never going to say never. So maybe, even though they have the first 6 books in the series, I've written the 7th, or did I write? I wrote the last 2 under my publishing house, so I can do that. So, and then Cindy wants to know, will there be any more Southern Ghostly books? Cindy, I just answered that. I'll never say never, but currently right now that is not in my plan. Let's see. Roxanne says, I love the Ghostly series, as does Deb, and Deb loves all my books. Thank you, Deb, and thank you, Roxanne. I'm so happy. I do love Emily. I do love Emily. So never say never. Let's see. Allison said that she just started the Magical Cure series. I'm not into magical books, but the series is amazing, and I look forward to the next one. Thank you, Allison. Yeah, so the Magical Cure series is really all made up in my head. You know, obviously I'm not a witch. I'm not Wiccan. I don't know anything about it, but it's really fun to write a mystery with those characters. So Lisa Shaw McIntosh said that she loves the spinoff of with Violet and her mama, which, you know, Violet is in Vista Vices and Valentines. And if you don't know, there is a spinoff, and she's a lot of fun to write. I'm really enjoying writing her. Let's see. Speaking of magical cures, I love the new covers. Thank you for recognizing that, Jeannie. I haven't really told anybody yet. I just kind of put them up and then promoted the books. So that's what I did. Cindy Norman said, you look great. Thank you, Cindy. You're so sweet. I'm a sweaty hot mess, truly. And that's why I'm so red, is because I just got finished doing jazzercise, because I had to squeeze it in somewhere. So Penny said she's waiting on book 3 and 9 in the campus series to be delivered. Oh, how exciting. Lisa says, where did you get the name Rowena? So Rowena was actually already named Rowena from the League, and they've gotten it from the Harry Potter series. So they're like, oh yeah, you can change your name. I'm like, well, I'm not going to change her name. Let's see, where is she? Is she over there, Eddie? So I don't know if Jane is still here, but we will take, Eddie is over here too. So we'll try not to get him in the picture, because, you know, he can get a little crabby about that. But we'll take you over here to see Rowena. I have no shame. So, yeah. So this is going to be, y'all can see my house. So if we can kind of, there she is. And that's the mat Jane gave her. Look at her. She is pitiful. Ro. Hey. Ro. She's ignoring me. That's like most days. So she got her name because they had already named her. So that was a lot of fun, because I didn't have to name her, and she already kind of knew her name. And bless her little heart, she was a mama when they found her. When she was turned into the League, she had a box. She was in a box, and she had 3 kittens, and they she was already a mama, but she's only like 8 months old. So she is still fairly much a kitten. Well, not really a kitten, but she likes to play a lot. Hey, Charlene, how are you today? Listen to your mama, Ro, says Kristen Carter. And Tammy has said, hey, Ro. And Kristen says, hey, Ro. Regina said, my cat's currently nuzzled up to my phone. Aw, you know, we might sound alike, me and you, because you're from the South too. And there's Jane. Cats choose you. See, Jane, did you see her on the mat you sent? She loves it. Hello, Christina. Welcome to the group. Charlene said, what a sweet story about Rowena. Kate said, oh, I love the story. Rowena claiming it as hers. they know when they find their person. Yeah. And, obviously we became a cat person. But for those of you who've been around me since the beginning, you guys know that I used to have Kitty Kappus in her story. And so I had Kitty Kappus and the dogs. And so, but we never thought we would have a cat like full time in the house, but we do. Love this. Thanks, Shirley. Love your stories about adopting Rowena. Thank you, Angie. Any more books with Kenny Lowry? Yes, I'm currently writing the next book in that series, Heavens for Bribery. And it is a good one. It is a good one. And the beginning is a bang. You're going to love it, Charlene. It is a bang. Thanks, Sarah. We're so glad you're here. Headed to Bardstown next weekend. Wish it was time for 2 dames on a mystery train. Yes, I love that. So I'll be sending out the information for the hotel within the next couple of weeks. Chris, I was thinking the same thing. I may have to go to the area soon to pick up a car. I wish I could go to the event now. Oh, yes. Hey, Michelle, can't wait for the next Magical Cure. I know you love the Magical Cures. I do too. That's why I got to keep writing it. I do love Emily, but Mae West is my favorite. Oh, Regina, everybody loves Miss Mae West. Let's see on here. Somebody said, I'm so excited for 2 dames on a mystery train. I love that. Kim Templeton asked, were there any more Magical Bakery series? There will be. It's just currently I don't have a book cover for that yet, but yes, which is a spinoff from the Magical Cure series. It's actually June and I was going to say Hank, Oscar's daughter grown up. It's a fun series, reading a charming blend now. Oh, that's a fun crossover. I love that. How do you come up with all the spells and terms in the Magical Cure books? I make them up. So I just will be like, I'll find something in a magazine. I'll just boop, kind of like what I do here with Spinny. And then I just start putting words together that might sound kind of magical. And that's what I do. So, and I just make it up. So don't try them because they ain't real. Jane said she's here. Violet's mama is a hoot. Yes, she is. Jeannie said hi to you, Eddie. He says hello. And Rose said hello. She's not coming to see us. We have to go. Jane also said hi to you, Eddie, and the fur babies, as did Michelle. And all of you that don't know, Eddie is my husband, and he also runs Tanya Kappus Books with me. Actually, he's the CEO, so he's my boss. And Michelle said, oh, Magical Bakery was so much fun to write. Yes, so the Magical Bakery series, I wrote along with some of our friends here, and we wrote that together as a serial, and currently we are doing that now over in our Patreon group. So, but anyways, I am going to spin. Whoop. So Roxanne McKee, you won the Vistas, Vices, and Valentine. So this is for you. If you would message me here on Facebook by clicking Tanya Kappus and messaging me there, it'll probably say something like, I don't check these, but we'll check it. Put your mailing address and it will get this into the mail to you tomorrow. And we're going to go over. Sorry. Hello, Miss Anita. So Anita, you won the Big Thick Chunky Monkey book with all 3 books in one. So I know that we are friends on Facebook. So if you can message me on Facebook, then I will get this out to you in your mailing address. And you guys, thank you so much. Again, you have tonight to sign up still for My Book Friends newsletter, and you can be entered to win this fun bookworm box prize pack. And tomorrow there will be a new one on February 1st from one of our other My Book Friends authors. Let's see. Are there any more questions before we jump off for the night? Robin said she loves my camper series. Thank you, Robin. That means so much to me. It really does. I'm kind of goofy and I just love hanging out with readers. If you don't already on My Book Friends, belong or are following me on my author page, follow me there, where we meet every Tuesday night about this time to discuss books and chit chat and other things like that. So congratulations to everyone who won something. If you guys can just message me your mailing address or your email address then I will get those prizes in the mail to you tomorrow. I hope everyone has a fabulous night. I said goodbye to my book friends and now to all my sweet friends over here on our regular channel. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next Tuesday.